Hi there, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and Happy Holiday Season to you. Here's a message for those of us that Christmas time is not such a wonderful time. For all sorts of reasons, Christmas time can be hard. It can be tough emotionally. It can be a time of feeling disconnected or feeling alone, of missing children if you're a separated parent. It can be a time of really missing those loved ones that have passed on in the last year or so, or even longer. And there's just that reminder that those we love are not here and they're not going to be here again. So it can be the grief and the loss can come up. There's also those of us who, we live in or we're connected with, we're part of dysfunctional family systems, in some cases toxic family systems, where our experience is gaslighted, it's ignored, it's mocked, it's criticised, the traumas, the hurts, the wounding that's occurred to us it's pretended that it didn't happen. It's pretended that you're making things up. What's wrong with you? And so family time can be a time of great stress, emotional upheaval, dislocation, disconnection, and feeling unsupported. And it can be a big hit to our self-esteem. Some of us are part of family systems where we play the role of being the one who is the black sheep of the family. So we're the one who carries the darkness, the bad, all that is not good in the family system. And maybe we just get to feel mad because our reality is constantly denied, it's constantly invalidated, it's constantly being gaslighted. So my recommendation is something that you can do to empower yourself. And I'm doing this because Christmas time can also be a time when those methods and people that have supported us are not around as much, as frequently, or are not as available as what they normally are, because people are having holidays, they're having breaks with their own family. And so we need to have the tools to look after ourselves. And one of the tools that I recommend in looking after yourself is journaling. Journaling is easy to do, it's simple to do, it's relatively cost effective. So if money's tight for you, it's a small investment in a book, or you might be able to get one for free, or secondhand shops and charity shops might have books. And my recommendation is an A4 art book, blank pages, no lines, so there's no restrictions, there's no limitations. You can just write however you want, you can draw however you want, you can put whatever is inside of you onto the page. It's a great tool to look after yourself, to learn about yourself, to help to support yourself through tough emotional times. Yep, so look, I've got one here, I think. Yep. Obviously, I hadn't prepared to do this, but that's the A4 book that I use. One of them. It's just an A4 book and blank pages in there, no lines. And I can write my lists in there if I'm doing this. This one here is about my work diary, my work journal. So it's about the ideas that I have, and also just the emotional blockages and motivational blockages that I experience at times. And so I will, write when I feel stuck around sort of my motivation around business, I'll look at myself and write down here, communicate with myself, what do I have to get off my chest. The journal is also ideal because when you've got the journal, you've got these blank pages. Let's get to a blank page. You've got these blank pages, and you can hit the book. If you've got anger coming up, you can write big and hard and forceful. If you've got anger there, you can write small and delicate. And if you've got grief coming up, you can cry on the page. You can just write swear words. Yell at whoever it is that you need to yell at on the page. F off, pages after page of F off, or no, not again. Or dreams. You can record your dreams here. So if you wake up in the middle of the night and you can't get back to sleep again, just have this beside your bed with a little torch, not a bright torch. Just write down what you have to write down, some notes, and then go back to sleep again. That's worked a dream for me. I've recorded my dreams for 30 years. I've also, when those times of my life when I've had interrupted sleep, I've woken up at night and I've had a small flashlight and just write a few things so that the next morning I can come back to it and then expand upon that. It's a reminder. I also, if I have trouble getting to sleep, I've been through times of my life when I've had trouble getting to sleep, and so I will, you can sit there or lay there for an hour sometimes, and it's just like the mind is going around and around. And so I'll get my journal out, write down what I have to, and then I'll go back to bed and bang, I'm asleep really quickly. What I also use these days is the voice recorder on my phone, my mobile device. So when I get a business idea, when I get an idea for home, or I just get an idea, it's not an emotional thing. It's more just like an idea. The psyche's gone, here's a great idea, and I know that I'm not going to go to sleep until I actually record this idea. So I'll get out of bed and go to a room in the house and just record the idea with my voice recorder. And then it's out there, it's recorded, it's there for tomorrow morning. And I go back to bed, and invariably I just go straight back to sleep again. Otherwise I'd be up pondering this idea. And if you're like me, you get a great idea just before going to sleep, and you wake up in the morning going, what was that idea I had last night? Oh, I can't think, and it's gone. So journaling is a wonderful way of supporting yourself, healing yourself, getting a connection with yourself, a relationship with self. The thing is that you've got to make sure that you're in an environment that it's kept somewhere where nobody else is going to see it. We need to be free to write whatever is in our unconscious, whatever is in our psyche. It needs to be put onto here in safety. We need to be assured that no one's going to read this. So keep it safe so you can be free to write down what you have to. And there are times when we need to express, and it's a non-verbal expression. So get some crayons, some texters, some coloured pencils, and just draw what you need to draw on the page. It doesn't have to look like anything. It can just be a massive colours like a Pollock. It can just be, just express yourself on the page. Just get whatever's locked up in here out on the page. And that way you'll be able to function better in life, and you'll be able to function better in a stressful situation. If you're having a stressful situation with having to attend the family dinner or seeing people that you don't really want to see over Christmas. So that's one idea, that you can look for self-care. and to support yourself. Very potent tool. I recommend it highly, and the way of looking after yourself and self-care. So that's the end of my little video. I hope you've had a great, I wish you the best for the Christmas, New Year period, for the holiday period, and look after yourself. Know that you are loved and you are cared. There are people who love you and care about you, even though they may not be around you physically. They might not show it in the way that you want them to show it. But invariably, most of us have people who will miss us greatly when we've gone. But we just don't know it when we're alive most of the time. So keep yourself safe over the holiday period. Look after yourself. And I hope to see you again in 2022, in the new year. And it's 2022 is going to be a much better year for all of us. Fingers crossed. Bye-bye.